Hello everyone, welcome to our first rebranded Gaming X anime video. So glad you guys could join us today. We got the OG3, me, Diego, Jason, and today we're having a short discussion video. We're going to talk about the stuff going on in the world because obviously it's hard to avoid that. We're also going to talk about some upcoming movies and possibly some of the new series we're going to have on the channel. Um, let's go ahead and start with the hard part. The stuff going on in the world, mainly the US, but apparently it's spread to other countries. We have the destruction and
The chaos.
the chaos going on amid the end of the virus. Surprisingly enough, statistics have shown that the virus rate has gone down while these riots have started. Would you guys both say that you agree with safe and respectful protesting? Like, as a American citizen, you have the right to protest if you disagree with something, right?
Oh yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course, as long as you are protesting safely and you're not like burning down businesses and hurting your community, there's no problem with you protesting, I would say.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
And then the problem starts when places are lit on fire, there's explosives, there's rioting to the point where your community isn't safe, right? You would agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, at what point does a protest turn into a riot? You would say, oh, probably when fires are started, or people are being harmed, or
Yeah, definitely.
right. So when it gets to that point, you have to call it a riot. And riots, although of course it's still technically a protest, it's to the point where it's not hurting. It's only hurting the community, and you're not helping with your ongoing problems. Like for right now, we have the unfortunate death of George Floyd by some, I would say, corrupt officers. Right? No one should have had to go through the things that he went through in his unfortunate time, and those officers, I would say, should be completely charged with the crimes that they are
Oh yeah.
committed, which is third degree, right?
Well, no, it went up to second degree now.
Second degree, all
It was
right,
because he had asthma. Well,
right. He died of asphyxiation, right, because he couldn't
Yeah.
breathe, right. So these the four officers, and there was also the medical examiner who tried to cover the truth of his death, who I believe also should be charged for accessory because he was covering it up. It did later get revealed that it was as a result of the officer Derek's actions. I don't know if I would even call him officer anymore because he's obviously fired from the police force that he was working with.
In charge of the citizen.
Of course. These situations are obviously very upsetting to many in our communities and in the United States and even over the world, overseas. And I agree, people need to have their voices heard. The systematic racism going on in the world needs to be addressed. Officers who are committing these crimes need to be held accountable, and they need to be stripped of their privileges as an officer and their job titles. That goes with any workforce. If you are racially insensitive, if you are not equal in your gender, if you're gender discriminating against anyone or anything, and you are trying to hurt those that either work with or under you, I think you should be stripped and fired of your job. Would you guys say that's fair?
That would be fair.
Yeah.
Right.
No one wants that in their
Of course, because it's hard enough to find jobs, and it's even worse when you do find a job and you hate working there.
You're unhappy.
Yeah. You want to provide like a safe environment for everyone.
Exactly. I believe everyone should have a safe environment for them to live and to support those in their family, households, or themselves, and not have to worry about being racially profiled or gender discriminated or anything of that sort. I know that some people are taking the grievances of George Floyd's death very, very seriously, and I fully agree that these problems need to be addressed. I would say they need to be addressed safer than they are currently because, of course, the actions that some people are going through, those people on social media that are posting, hey, let's riot here, here, and here, and they're making peaceful protests into something of violence, I think needs to be taken care of. Those who are turning protests into riots need to be arrested and charged through the due process of law. Any police officers abusing those that they arrest need to be arrested themselves and put through the course of law in the same way. And I think our politicians and those leading need to take a step forward and realize the problems that are going on in the country, and that obviously the people need to have their voices heard because they've had enough of the racism and problems that we have.
Yeah.
Also, save our oceans because turtles are dying, and that's not okay.
Turtles must be saved.
All right, so enough of the seriousness. Racism's bad. We need to end that stuff, of course. But do you know what else is super important to our society right
What?
now?
What?
Upcoming movies. Because as theaters start opening, don't you think we need to watch some movies to relax ourselves from the things going on in the world?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Of course. I have some upcoming movies, and I'm going to say the name and a little synopsis, and I'm going to ask you guys out of 10 how much you would want to go and watch it. So we'll start with the first one. The first one's called Artemis Fowl. It's about a 12-year-old genius and descendant of a long line of criminal masterminds. He soon finds himself in an epic battle against a race of powerful underground fairies who may be behind his father's disappearance.
What?
It is a
So wait, hold on.
it's a Disney movie.
Oh,
Oh?
Yep.
I
It's
was
about
wondering, like, wait.
I thought this was
12-year-old.
a horror movie.
Yep. He's 12-year-old. He is a descendant of criminal masterminds, and he fights underground fairies for the knowledge of his father's disappearance.
You
I'll
had
be
me at the
honest.
first half.
That sounds kind of cool.
It kind of threw me off after you said that fairy
This
part.
sounds like a Marvel movie.
So out of 10, what do you guys think what are your chances of watching it?
Well, the summary sounds good.
it's kind of intriguing. I've never
Is it trailer
seen
out?
anything or heard. Yeah. Is there like a photo already released for it?
There is it releases let's see. Technically it released May 29th on Disney Plus, but it'll be releasing in theaters as soon as theaters reopen.
Out of curiosity, I'd probably watch it. I'd say 7 out of 10.
All right.
I would probably say the same as him, 7 out of 10. As in
Alright.
terms of watching it.
Now, the next movie we have is the Mulan remake. You guys know Mulan. Technically, it's on Disney Plus. It released on March 27th, but re-releases in theaters on July. And I wanted to know if you guys have already seen it, then don't rate it. But if you haven't seen it, what's your out of 10 for the remake?
Wait, it's on Disney Plus?
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't even know
I
that
didn't
actually.
see it. Yeah, I didn't know either.
So, what do you guys think are your chances of watching that?
Well,
I'm
it's,
definitely gonna want to watch it
well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
new
just to see
material.
how well they do it.
It's new material. They change things
Yeah.
up so they don't. People are like, oh, this happens. You know what I mean? Like it's not predictable. Like like the Lion King. Remember how it was like the same thing, just animated?
Yeah, but The Lion King sucked.
No.
I don't know. This one this one I think it looks good because I like Mulan a lot.
I think they're
Especially
changing their
that.
directions. Of how
Yeah,
they're
they're
doing
definitely
it now.
gonna change it because it's like a
Yeah, like that
Mhm.
the new witch apparently that's in there. I was like, that was not an original Mulan at all. So this is
Right.
kind of new. It's not a rehash of or the same thing of Mulan. I think it's pretty good what they're doing.
So, out of what's your chance of watching it out of 10?
Probably 8 out of 10 because the new witch kind of intrigues me of like what's her origin and whatnot.
yeah. Probably go with 8.5.
All right.
Bringing it
Our next movie is the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
SpongeBob and Patrick travel to the lost city of Atlantic City to solve the mysterious kidnapping of Gary the Snail. They soon prove that there's nothing stronger than the power of friendship as they encounter danger on their at every turn.
8 out of 10. No, 10 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
I mean. No, 10 out of 10.
Wait, it's gonna
100%.
have that same animation as like the other ones, huh? When they go on like
It,
land.
it definitely looks very interesting, yeah.
Yeah,
But we all know why we're gonna go watch it.
I want to
Yeah,
see
I mean,
David Hasselhoff.
I personally didn't grow up watching SpongeBob, so I probably don't have as much of a connection to it as you guys do.
David Hasselhoff in the first movie was amazing. It's
He was
David
the
Hasselhoff.
iconic-
Well, we have Keanu Reeves in the new one, so.
That's why. Am I
That's
wrong? He's a tumbleweed.
He's a sage,
Alright.
actually.
Alright, yeah.
The next movie is Wonder Woman 1984. Let's see. Wonder Woman squares off against the Cheetah, a villainess who possesses superhuman strength and agility, and that's the whole synopsis.
Oh, it's Cheetah.
Yes,
Ah.
it's supposed to release August 12th, 2020.
I'd actually.
I don't know. The Wonder Woman movies, I feel like they're really good. Like what they did with it, because I thought the Wonder Woman I first watched was really good. So I think this one
Right.
will probably do really good as well.
I actually really enjoyed Wonder Woman. It's definitely better than Captain Marvel by a lot.
I don't
So out
think
of
people
10?
hate Captain Marvel. They just hate the actor, I would say.
Yeah, I guess so. Out of 10 for Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I would say at 10. I thought
10?
I'd say 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with 8.
All right. Our next one, The New Mutants. It is a horror fantasy movie. And here's the synopsis. Magic, Wolfsbane, and other teenage mutants try to come to grips with their superpowers while staying at a secret facility.
I saw the trailer. I think if there was.
Yeah, there was a trailer.
Yeah, and it looked pretty interesting. Like holy
Because
holy crap.
has there ever been really a horror Marvel movie? Or
Not
Not
Blade.
Marvel,
You have
but-
the Blade movies and Ghost Rider.
Are they considered horror or are they thrillers?
Well,
more?
the new Doctor Strange movie is a horror movie.
I heard that one was.
I
gonna
heard
be-
it's supposed to have Blade and Ghost Rider in it. And I
Keanu
heard
Reeves.
I heard Keanu Reeves has been asked to play Ghost Rider.
yes.
It's gonna be cool.
Please confirm.
Please confirm. So out of 10 for the New Mutants.
Yeah, I would say. I
want to see how. Yeah, I definitely want to see.
The trailer really do look like it holds up to what it's gonna
Mhm.
portray.
Does it say who's gonna direct the movie?
Let me see. It sure does.
Because
Director is Josh Boone.
Does he have other works? Like anything he
see.
worked with?
I know Sam Raimi's gonna do the one for Doctor Strange, and he's good with horror.
Josh Boone directed The Fault in Our Stars. I'm gonna be honest, he doesn't really have anything else.
Any known?
They're like rom-com movies. Everything else he has.
Oh,
So his best one before what he's gonna direct.
The best
right now,
one before the New Mutants that are coming out is probably The Fault in Our Stars.
I think the
Yeah.
Fallen Our Stars is good.
No, it's a pretty good movie.
I think he directed it very good.
Mm-hmm.
well,
All right. Here's a big one, guys. The Kingsman 3. The King's Man.
Did the trailers
Kingsman
come
Man.
out?
No, it comes out in September.
Oh, the trailer.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's see. One man must race against time to stop history's worst tyrants and criminal masterminds as they get together to plot a war that could wipe out millions of people and destroy humanity. Oh, so it's a time travel type of movie.
no, jeez.
Because of course it is. When do we not have a time travel movie?
Please do it right.
Well,
Makes
I
sense.
personally really like the Kingsman series.
I can't remember much from the first one. I only remember like a brief of the second one.
It had Samuel Jackson in it though.
He was the
Yeah,
enemy.
that's the only thing I remember.
Out of 10 for the Kingsman.
I would. Kingsman never let me down.
Mm. 7.
All right. So we have The Conjuring 3.
I don't know. The Nun didn't do very well. I feel like it was a.
The Nun. was-
Actually, of all of the Conjuring series, The Nun made the most money.
Oh,
It
yeah,
did, but
how
it-
much credit did it get after?
Oh no, it
Watching.
was a horrible movie.
in terms of
Yeah,
money,
that's the
it
thing.
made
Let's
yes.
Paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren try to uncover the truth behind a murderer's claim of demonic possession. So not much to go on, but it's supposed to release in September. I really like the Conjuring series. I think all of them but The Nun are pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought the first 5 minutes and then it's like, you know what, this might be the best movie, and then after
Mhm.
an hour in the movie, it's like, okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Right.
Some of it was kind of predictable in The Nun. But
What people get
On
scared
s-
of like the movies is the what's it called, the unknown, like when you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Right.
The silence. Then when you think of like it being silent, like oh something's gonna happen, which it will,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to do it right, like surprise them,
Right.
yeah.
and that's what the nun didn't do. And then some of the story didn't make any sense.
No, it made no sense.
How do
Like,
you
why
get
did
the
the
blood
nun
of
let
Jesus
all these
Christ?
people? The nun was supposed to be like OP, but like she kept letting them live constantly throughout the whole movie, and it didn't make any sense. Like, did she want to kill them or not?
A little tease.
Right.
And then the blood of Jesus Christ. How do you get that?
I'm like,
Like,
damn.
yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
How is that still?
Right. It would have dried up on the glass.
But it's
Some
Jesus.
nice
blood.
glass though.
All right.
Yes.
So out of 10 for The Conjuring 3.
Yes. To watch it, yes. We gotta see how the movie turns out though. But yes, I would say 10.
I'll go 8.
All right. So I don't know. Have you guys ever heard of the Candyman series?
Oh,
yeah, the guy with the hook.
All right. So they're rebooting it.
Oh.
And here's the synopsis. In present day, a decade after the last of the Cabrini Towers were torn down, Anthony and his girlfriend move into a loft in the new gentrified Cabrini. A chance encounter with an old-timer exposes Anthony to the true story behind Candyman. Anxious to use these macabre ideas in his studio as fresh grit for painting, he unknowingly opens a door to a complex past and unravels his own sanity and unleashes a terrifying wave of violence.
Is that it?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I remember my grandma used to have like the actual film for Candyman,
Mm-hmm.
so I enjoyed it watching it when I was younger. And
How do you enjoy him killing people? Yeah, I enjoyed that.
well, actually, I actually enjoyed it for like a horror movie.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
Apart
like,
from Chucky, screw that. When I was a child, at least.
Chucky's. I mean, it's okay.
When
They
you were a
reviewed
child,
the
though, nothing
series so
scared
much.
you. You know it did.
Oh, I guess. All right. For top movies coming out soon, that's probably it right now.
except Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow, but we don't have a time for that yet.
Isn't that like the first Marvel movie to be released after Endgame?
The
Yeah.
new well, we have the New Mutants, but it's not MCU.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna do mutants in MCU.
But like, is there any dialogue for Venom 2?
Oh, Venom 2 is gonna be cool.
Oh my
Is
god.
Spider-Man
Let there be carnage.
is Spider-Man still part of the MCU, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sony has the right, so they're gonna use him in the MCU, but they're also gonna use him in their own spin-off movies. So
For like
yeah.
association.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we've gone over world stuff. We've gone over movies coming out soon. Our last and short topic we're going to talk about is our next series coming onto the channel. As our Minecraft series ends in like the next 3 episodes, which are action-packed, I swear. Please don't hurt me.
For sure.
We are going to start our Danganronpa series, which is a Japanese visual novel style game, murder mystery slash action slash comedy slash make you want to cry because all your waifus die type of game. It's great.
And those bondos.
I give it a 10 out of 10, the whole series. I think Diego would agree.
I definitely would hold the crowd.
If our Dangan were, I think the plan is we're going to do Dangan 1, then a filler series, then Dangan 2 filler series, then we'll finish out with Dangan 3 because that's a good space out.
Don't forget the Spirit Girls.
The plan is at the end of June, after our Minecraft series is finished uploading, we're going to start Dangan, which is going to be your favorite 3, while me and Diego commentate over Jason playing, because Jason's the only one who hasn't played yet. It's going to be great. People are going to be sad. It's gonna be fun, and there's a lot of great times to be had. We hope you guys had fun watching us today. We had fun making videos for you, and this was a Gaming X Anime video. Please like, subscribe, share. Discord in the description. Discord members get to watch our videos hours before they upload. And stay safe out there, everybody. Have a good one.
Sayonara.